Here's the snapback. Here's the kick. He's got the leg into it. If it is good, and it is! Austin Starr, a 49-yard field goal, and Indiana leads 27-24.
Oh, it's an end around one to throw. Page looking at the quarterback, and it's a touchdown! Page finds Leno!
Penix rolling out of the pocket to his strong hand. Delivers deep down the field. Caught, touchdown! Fried Fogel again.
As we welcome back our producer Seth, we need to talk about the guys that handle the ball. The wide receivers and the tight ends, that is. Now it's
Speaking
time to
of
break.
tight ends.
Yeah, there he is. So let's let's get into this position profile. Just to go over our setup again. This is only the third time we've done this. So basically what we are going to do, and when we say we, Brandon and I are going to break down what we think is going to be the quote unquote spring depth chart, or the depth chart coming out of spring football. We'll talk about incoming freshmen. We'll talk about possible recruits that will be in the 2022 class, and then we'll predict who's going to start, which I think during this type of a pod where we're going over a big position group will be pretty obvious. And then we'll do a statistical prediction for a couple of the players, and then give a grade, something around that order. So let's dive right into it. This is a little different than the first two pods because we have one starter as a running back, one starter as a wide receiver or as a quarterback. At the wide receiver and tight end group, we have usually two tight end starters and about three wide receiver starters or so. So we're going to go through those, and then we'll give kind of two backups behind them instead of just doing a traditional two deep. So
No, we are talking all 47 wide receivers.
including walk-ons such as what's his name, Jake Stoyanovich or whatever.
Luke Shaytatovich. He's from the 219.
Shayatovich.
He's from the region where I'm from.
No.
Region.
Bruh. He's
not
from
from the-
Avon, Indiana.
Well. Yeah,
He's
now
from
I
the
hate him.
4-6. He's from the 4-6-1.
I'm thinking of Jusevich. I'm thinking of another Vich. Thinking of the wrong
You're
guy.
probably thinking of the Vitch that's been at Purdue for 27 years and still somehow starts on their team. I don't understand it. So
him and Brad Davidson get 25 years.
they both have extremely punchable faces. Okay, back to the other sport, the real sport, the sport that our school is actually really, really good at. So let's talk about the wide receiver depth chart. We'll start with I get these confused. I don't know, the outside positions, the XY positions. I'll call X first because that's what comes first in the alphabet, I think. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. Yeah. So we're going to start with X, and the number one wide receiver is Ty Freifogel. Believe it or not, he is going to be a traditional.
I still cannot
senior,
believe
right?
he came back.
Me
I mean,
neither.
again, I get Micah because I feel like Micah had ways he can still improve his draft stock. I don't think. I mean, how can Ty improve his stock? I mean, he had about as a magical season as you can get. I mean, you're naming his accolades: Big Ten wide receiver of the year, first team All Big Ten, third team All American. I still can't believe we get another year of this guy. He's an NFL body with just insane collegiate stats. Came back with Michael Penix. I mean, this is huge. To go back to basketball. I mean, this is a little bit like Garza coming back. I mean, this is absolutely huge. Ty Freifogel. Let's see if he can't be Big Ten wide receiver of the year back to back. I think it's absolutely a possibility.
Garza's coming back.
No, Garza came
Thank
back.
God. Okay, I can't deal with that dude anymore. So I think my reasoning for him coming back is not only do I think he was probably a day 3 pick, which please, I'll be a day 3 pick any day, please take me. But I think that we need to see some more consistency out of him. So I'm not gonna go through yardages and everything else, but in order of last year, this is catches 2, 4, 7, 11, 7, 213. So the guy's got to work. I can't say he has to work, but I think he's
he
coming
had
back
more
to build those
catches in
numbers.
2019. I mean, the guy obviously
Yeah.
more games.
Yeah, 4 more games. And I think that having another year of non-conference, granted, one of the non-conference games should be pretty tough, but I think he destroys Cincinnati. That doesn't matter. But to have a game against Idaho and Western Kentucky, he should blow up in those 2 games.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. One thing I want to toss us over to producer Seth here, because he was the first guy all over Ty Freifogel. I don't know if it was 2018 or early 2019, but Seth, what did you see in this guy? Because I mean, you brought him up, and I was like, I kind of never even heard of this dude, mostly because he was like a 2-star sophomore at that point.
So honestly, I had a hard on for his name.
He thought it was a hyphen.
I thought it was a hyphenate. So I was like, who's this Freifogel guy? Thinking it was just like, I don't know, maybe an Irishman. I have no idea. So I had this weird curiosity level. And then I saw him make 1 catch, and I was like, oh, all right, he's a player. And then so just immediately I became
Freifogel fan club
as a Purdue guy. Yeah, I was like, oh, all right, that's my guy.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, you were definitely first out on him. Man, I think we'll wait for statistical, but I think healthy Penix, healthy Ty Fry, we could see some records broken in Bloomington this year.
Yep. So then starting opposite of him is one of my favorite players. He's definitely got the hair game on point, and that's Miles Marshall. He will be, as I said, again, I'm going to say what they're going to be traditionally. Who knows what they actually are as far as class goes anymore. But 2021 junior, big kid, 6'4", big possession receiver, which is an ironic thing for him considering he did have a couple big drops this year, but usually pretty steady hands. The only thing that really comes to mind with him is just the one drop against Wisconsin. And I'd say low volume this year, or last year at least. He played all of our games and came up with 19 catches.
Yep. Yeah,
so,
he needs to turn himself into more than just a red zone target.
Yeah.
That's the evolution he needs to make. He needs to go and make that jump. What you said, well, you can't say consistency, but for those that can say consistency,
can't say it consistently.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
That's what he needs to provide. That's the evolution he needs to make. He needs to be consistent up and down the field and not a guy that can just jump over. Was it the Michigan game, though, where he just plucked the ball right over a dude's head? That was unbelievable.
Yeah.
The guy has all the talent. He just needs to put it together. And I believe in Grant Hurd. He's a phenomenal positions coach. I think he has I don't want to say turnaround season, but I do think he makes a leap.
Yeah, I think he has a solid season. And I think without having the target magnet in Watt Fillier around, I mean, I don't even want to go back to his stats, but he had to have led the team in catches, right? And definitely in targets. I mean, that was just him. And speaking of that position that he was in, transition. We're gonna go
they
right.
Teach you that in podcasting school.
We're
They teach
go
you that in podcasting school.
Right into who we think. And usually we don't do this because this is a new incoming player, but he is a spring enrollee and a senior transfer at that. DJ Matthews, the Florida State transfer, again, should be a 2021, I believe, redshirt senior. Former Army All-American, slot kid, return specialist, punt return specialist to be specific. Is going to bring a lot of experience, not a ton of stats receiving. His sophomore year was probably his best year statistically. I could say that word. But he's more at Florida State. He was used more as a punt returner, or at least that's what his stats are showing. To me, I'm going to blame that a lot on their quarterback play, which has
They haven't had a quarterback. So I have a lot of friends with the Florida State. I do a sister podcast with a bunch of guys down in Florida. So I've known DJ Matthews for a while. Ultimately, he is a home run threat. I think IU has lacked that. And, Ty Fry showed he can do that, but basically we need more guys that can go 80 yards. That's exactly what DJ Matthews is. Give him the ball in space. I love Wap. Wap was a favorite player. But I think DJ Matthews is upgrade button on Wap Fillier. He fills that void perfectly. I'm so excited to see what he can do. I think that was one thing that was missing in Penix's game is he didn't really utilize a lot of the, slants and outs. It was pretty much behind the line of scrimmage or deep. And I think DJ Matthews really opens up that middle of the field really, really well. So I'm excited to see what the kid can do, but you are right. He's never really put up the stats you would think a former 5-star would. So,
yeah. And I think that he was no offense to Florida State's tradition, but I think that that's a dying program, or at least has been for the last 8 years, probably since Winston left, really.
They've had 3 coaches.
Yeah, not
3
great.
coaches in 10 years. That's not even IU basketball bad.
It's not even IU football, believe it or not. We're going into what would be Kevin Wilson's 10th year this year. So technically, we've only had 2 coaches in the last 10 years. So let's get into my favorite player on the wide receiver group. Has the best number, probably the best name, Jacoby Hewitt. He's going to be, as I said, should be a junior, probably technically a sophomore. He's only played 1 year.
Yeah.
So because of the ACL tears, I believe his freshman year, last year he only had 5 catches, 68 yards. But if I'm remembering right, those are like the biggest 5 catches of the season. Like they always came in, like that Penn State game, that one right across the middle, 2 right across the middle. He lost his helmet both times. And then there was a big one against Wisconsin. The kid shows up whenever he needs to. I think he's very, very good. I just think he's waiting for his opportunity now. It would have been there had Ty Fry gone. But I think now he's going to wait for either Ty Fry to go or to overtake Miles Marshall, which we'll see. I do think he's a great kid. He's got good burst, good hands. And for me, a ton of potential, like good enough to be a starter, quote unquote.
So I love Jacoby, but he only had 5 catches for a reason. Separation is his issue. He needs to work on speed. He's a big receiver with good hands. Both of those are true. He needs to work on speed. And I think he has a little bit of a chance to get jumped in the depth chart. I love Javon Swinton. I think Javon Swinton also has huge play potential, and I actually like his ceiling way higher than I like Jacoby's. We just need to see it. He's honestly been a little disappointing. I know you love him, but yeah, I'm going to disagree with you a little bit. I need to see more, and I need to see it quick because we are so deep at this wide receiver position. It's one of our deepest positions that we have. I know producer Seth is just dying to talk about deep positioning. But I think we're going to leave him on the sidelines for this one. But yeah, no, Jacoby, I think is in a put up or shut up. I'm circling him as a potential transfer candidate, and someone who can get jumped in the depth chart.
That's aggressive. But you mentioned you mentioned the next guy on the list, and the last guy we'll talk about as far as the spring depth chart goes at wide receiver, Javon Swinton.
I love him.
So yeah, you're a big fan. I'm a big fan of his potential. I think he needs to add some weight. It looks a little skinny out there, but
yeah, he's 175 dripping wet.
Yeah, showed up pretty big as a true freshman, an under recruited true freshman at that, out of Virginia. I like him. 6'2", 180. As you said, dripping wet for sure. Didn't make a ton of big plays. 4 catches on the season. Played in all games that we played. Again, we're going back to the Penn State game again. Big catch down the stretch, or a couple.
Thought
big
he got his head
stretch.
taken off on that play. That was.
Okay. Well, that's going to wrap it up, I think, for the starter-ish section of that. I mean, there's multiple people, as you said, we're so deep at this position. I mean, you've got
So just real quick, one thing that I brought up last week that I wanted to bring up this week is, do we start grooming David Ellis to be more at the wide receiver?
well, I think so, but I mean, you have to look at some of the people. I guess David Baker's going to sit there and wait again if he's going to play. He's a big kid. Deshaun Brown's big. Gary Cooper. I keep forgetting about Gary Cooper. He's a big wide receiver on scholarship.
He's a hybrid. Yeah, move tight end.
From tight end. I guess because you need slot help.
Yeah, there really is no other slot player. I mean, I think
they'll
Switten
play Jacoby.
could.
I think they'll play Jacoby a lot at slot. I do.
Yeah. I mean, we're talking size. I mean, DJ Matthews is $150.
Yeah.
So.
Well, he's just that
lightning. I mean, you don't need to,
stereotypical,
you don't need to be big when you're speed lightning.
Yeah. Speaking of the big guys, let's talk about the big guys that catch the football sometimes.
Yeah.
Ivy time? Ivy time, right?
What is it?
No,
Ivy?
R.I.P.
Oh, come on, dude.
R.I.P.
Come on, I have to take this. I have to get one lick in.
He
right?
is referring to me wanting to talk about TJ Ivy a lot on this pod, but yet we just found out he's going to be in the transfer portal.
Rest in the portal, guys. Rest in the portal.
That's right. So that also doesn't mean that he's going anywhere. That just means he's looking.
Yeah, I
right
mean,
as I say that now, he's going to go to Purdue or something.
Watch,
So,
Samson James was once in the portal, and he came back.
true.
I mean, could you imagine this team without Samson James right now? That kind of changes the entire direction. So
yes.
but I don't think there's a lot of question marks in the wide receiver room. I think there's a ton of question marks. High potential, low ceiling in the tight end room right now.
I don't think the ceiling is that low. I think you have top 5 in the country tight end. I think we thought that going into it last year.
Potential.
Yeah, but the ceiling is super high.
Ceiling is the roof.
If and we love him. I love him. Catch the damn ball, bub.
Yeah.
Catch the ball.
I mean, again, on the defensive side, I was really, really hard on Brian Fitzgerald. The guy I was really hard on the offensive side was Peyton Hendershot. So, yeah, no, he's the clear-cut number one, and he's going to get a lot of buzz, and there's a good chance he's preseason All Big Ten selection. But I just didn't see it last year. I need to see something more out of him, and I think we're going to get to it. I think the most important thing there is we need a second tight end. We need somebody amongst that next group to make a jump.
Yeah.
Because – Hendershot, when he's going, he's going. When he's not, he's not. We need a second guy there. And I honestly don't know who it's going to be.
Well, I do. I know exactly who it's going to be. And it's
Did I
somebody
just
that's
set
probably
you up
lighting
for
a
that?
fire. Well, kind of. I kind of want to talk about Peyton a little bit more, but someone that's lighting a fire under his ass is AJ Barner, the true sophomore coming in. This season, it looks like he's killing it in the spring. He's big too, 6'6", 240, and he's quick from what I remember last year. He did have a decent drop. I want to say again, I want to keep going back to the Penn State game. Maybe it was a different game.
They show that
Michigan
Micah Parsons.
Michigan State.
So the NFL draft is 2 weeks away here, and I've seen a lot of Micah Parsons, and they keep showing that highlight of him blowing up Matt Bjornson, who had looked like a wide open touchdown, and then Micah Parsons just truck sticks him. And so I mean, I don't know. I've seen enough out of Matt Bjornson to know he is just a blocking tight end. I don't want him getting thrown to at all. I
was talking about AJ Barner though.
I know, but I mean, did he even register a catch? I mean, did he?
Yeah. He played last year. He played a few times. I'm telling you, he had a drop on, I want to say it was 4th and 1.
Yeah. Yep. And that was definitely the Michigan State game. 100%. No, AJ Barner, 0 receptions, 0 yards. So, I mean, you're pumping up a guy to be a number 2 when he's never registered a stat.
He was a true freshman. Yeah.
Listeners, you
That's what I
can't hear
thought.
this. I just gave a sigh and an eye roll.
We could hear
He
the
did
sigh.
have 3 tackles though.
He did. Special teams, baby.
So, I mean, that's the question mark. I mean, Hendershot's probably going to miss a game, and he's going to get a case of the drops. So who is going to step up in that second tight end spot?
That's it.
I would have loved to see us go out and get a transfer that wasn't just a blocking tight end, because we didn't talk about him. There's a guy named Cam Taylor that is 6'4", 265. I mean,
Big
that's
kid.
basically a guard.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a position I would have liked to fill through the portal. But no, we're rolling with the guys we got, and I think that's probably the biggest. No, I think it's the biggest question mark in the entire offensive roster.
I disagree. I think we'll talk about the biggest question mark next week, but I don't think it's that important. I think you have one kid who should have a fire lit underneath him, dude. Like, his draft stock was killed last year. He was supposed to be. Again, I'm not kidding. I'm not just being a homer. He's a top 5 in the country tight end. He's big time. He was open for those catches. He was open against Ohio State. He was open against everybody. And just, he's got to make the catches. If he makes the catches,
he almost cost us the Penn State game. I mean,
he did. He did almost. Which, what are you going to do? You don't want to blame it on one particular person, but he's got to, if he can make those catches, even 75% of the ones that he dropped, I would say it's a totally different season. It's not really. I mean, we only lost one game going into the bowl game, so it can't be that different. But the kid probably wouldn't be here because he's good. He's a good tight end. He's a good blocking tight end if we need him. He's a really good. That's what he does. He's a really good
that
passing
meme where the guy
end.
goes, moves his hand like this. Man, he's an okay. He's an okay blocker and oozing potential. Just need to see it. I need to see it out of him, and I need to see it out of the entire.
I think you're putting too much into this. I agree that I'm not totally set on everybody yet, but I think you're putting too much into it. Matt Bjornson does his job. I don't think if he catches.
We have the future of that position. That's an incoming freshman. I really like him.
I like AJ Barner more, but that's fine. So let's talk about incoming freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about the wide receiver group first. We've got 3 big time recruits coming in. All 3 of them have, how do I put this? Massive offers. SEC offers, Alabama, Georgia, Tennessee. Well, not Tennessee.
Good old.
Stop it. Ohio State, stuff like that, all the way across the board. So these are some big time kids. Hot take. I don't think we see any of them.
I hope not. I mean, I hope Hewitt's a beast. I hope Swinton starts to make plays, but I mean, that's why I think Hewitt is on the transfer watch if he doesn't put up, because there are guys behind him. There are dudes behind him that are skilled, like really, really skilled. So I think Swinton and Hewitt are going to be on a little bit of a short leash that, hey, guys, get open, make catches. If not, we got dudes behind you, which is extremely exciting.
And now take what I'm about to say with, I don't know, I would say grain of salt, but just a block of salt, maybe.
A horse lick of salt.
What do really good established teams have? Depth.
Yeah.
When did Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, start really coming in as a number 1 wide receiver? This year.
Jalen Waddle got
right?
hurt.
This year was his breakout year.
Yeah.
We knew about him last year. We knew about him 2 years ago. I think his freshman year was the one where he won the national championship on 1 catch. But the kid sat and he sat and he sat and he sat, and then bam. So these kids, if they can see what they're looking at, what the future is going to look like, they'll sit, they'll wait. They'll wait behind Jacoby Hewitt. They'll wait behind Swinton. They'll wait behind Miles Marshall if those players are better than they are or what they think that they are. And they'll wait. That's how it needs to be. That's the culture that we need to set up. We need to have depth behind them as freshmen. I'm not saying all 3 of these guys are not going to play. I think
which one will you think, and why is it Jordan Williams?
just based off the way that he looks with his face, Malachi Holt Bennett. He just looks like a player. He just
Jordan
does.
Williams.
I think they all look like players, but I just think his eyes look like I'm playing as a true freshman.
All right, Dockich.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you Dockich me, motherfucker.
Oh, it's all in the
That
eyes.
was
disgusting.
awful.
Don't
That
you
was
Dockich me.
really bad.
He's got the soft eyes.
I don't know what you guys are referring to, but I never thought about that when I thought about what I said. And I don't want his name repeated on this podcast ever again.
Women get us. That's all it needs to be
Oh my
said.
God. I don't know if that's a thing that he does or not, but please
It
don't
is.
ever do that again. Let's go into him real quick, super quick. I'll do one, you do one, I'll do one. Jacques Smith or Jacques Smith or whatever you want. It depends on if he's French or not.
Yeah.
He's a 4-star kid out of Atlanta, 6'1", 190. They're all kind of about that, about 6'1",
Yes.
190.
It's what
6'2",
Grant
190.
Hurd likes. I mean,
Yep.
look at the
Look at Ole Miss. All of
Right.
them. Same
Yep.
size. Every one of them, except for that white quarterback thing that they ran out against us that killed us. Jacques Smith, he's from what I've read, I couldn't see too much on any of these guys except for Holt Bennett. I saw his video. Not a burner, but can get off the line, really good hands. I've seen him projected already as a day 3 guy who hasn't even played a day in college football. They're projecting him as a day 3 guy. Take that, whatever you want.
Clifton Moore was also projected to be an NBA pick.
Yeah, well, if he had a better coach. So why don't you talk about
Malachi.
yeah.
Malachi Holt Bennett coming from Alabama. He was right on the 3 to 4 star line, depending on the service that you prefer. Again, right in that mold, 6'2", 180. I think the goal would be to redshirt him and get him to be 6'2", 195, 6'2", put 10 or 15 pounds on his frame and just have him be an absolute stud. He, again, similar to Smith, similar to Hewitt, similar to Marshall, he's a hands guy. I mean, all of his highlights are him just going up high pointing the ball and making unbelievable catches. That's what you're seeing from him. And again, he fits the IU Grant Hurd mold. Yep.
And then the last 2021 recruit coming in, he's an early enrollee. His name is Jordan Williams. It's Jordan with a Y. He is coming out of Texas. He's a 3-star. A lot of people project him as more of a 4-star, 6'1", 180.
Well, he was from Florida, and then didn't he go get coached by?
Yeah, he went to I believe it's like Christian or
it's a basketball or a football factory. It's a football factory in Texas.
Out of Texas. Early enrollee.
Where you want to pull
early.
guys from? You want to pull guys from IMG. You want to pull
and those anywhere from Texas. I don't care where they play in Texas. They can play in Bob's high school in somebody's backyard. I'll take them. Doesn't matter.
Eyes full hearts.
That's right. So I wrote down on my early notes that he has the best chance to play out of the 3. Again, just based off the fact that he's there early and me not looking at his eyes. So, let's get into, I'll let you go ahead and rub yourself on this one and talk about the incoming freshman at tight end. There's one of them.
Yes, Aaron Steinfeld. His tape is super impressive. Borderline took over some games. He has the size I want. I mean, that's if there is a knock on our current, all of them are 6'3", 6'4", 220, 210, 215. This guy is 6'5", 230 as an incoming freshman. It's very possible, he maybe loses 5 pounds and becomes an absolute shit brick house. I think this guy has stud written all over it, and I think he is he's going to be the one to replace Peyton Hendershot when Peyton exceeds my expectations and goes to the NFL. I think Aaron is going to be your redshirt freshman starter when we're talking this depth chart a year from now.
Okay. So you're projecting AJ Barner to go to the NFL as a junior. Okay, got it. So let's move on. Let's get to our promo, and then we'll get to everybody's favorite part of the podcast. It's Brando's Randos. But before that, let's talk about our sponsor. And that's Monon Track Club. Always has been. Oh, won't always will be. Hopefully not. Just saying, unless they start paying us some more money. But Monon Track Club is Indiana's running brand. They're built on a deep love for the sport and the Hoosier State. They craft products, tell stories, and create experiences that aim to celebrate, support, and add to Indiana's running culture. We already know the answer to this question. Do you like running? Nope, me neither. Do you like pocket tees? I like pocket tees. Do you like pocket tees?
Love them.
Me too. They don't have them yet. We're trying to get him to make them, but until he makes them, well, still, you guys should go check them out. There's some cool shirts, hoodies, hats, accessories, including stickers.
It's that time of the year, you know, where it's
coffee cups.
It's t-shirt, you know, during the day, and then hoodie at night. You know,
That's
you
right.
need a nice hoodie. Go to Monon Track Club, get yourself some swag,
That's right.
and enjoy Indiana's running culture.
Yeah, and support an IU-owned small business, and you can do so. And guess what? We'll give you 10% off. You can do that. Not off of us. We're free, but 10%
I
off
did
of
it.
him.
Michael did nothing. It's all me.
Yes.
Everything to me.
Just use LEO10 at checkout. That's in the promo code area, and Garrett will give you 10% off your purchase. If you don't know Garrett, doesn't matter. That's just the guy's name that owns the place. So check it out. He's an okay guy. But his stuff's pretty cool.
And Dockage would say not good, great.
Oh,
He's not good. He's
I
great.
said no more Dockage. I'm gonna shut it down. We're gonna shut it down. Let's move on to unfortunately everybody's favorite part of the podcast, Brando's Randos.
All right. So I am gonna go back. You're a huge Peyton Hendershot guy, right?
Huge.
All right. Is he better than the latest great IU tight end, Teddy Bolzer?
Touchdown Teddy Bolzer?
Yes.
No.
He is not. Okay.
Is he better? Is he better? Does he have? Is he better now? No. Does he have the potential to be actually better and not be a 7th round draft pick? Yes.
So how you realize what you just said doesn't make any sense. You're saying Peyton Hendershot is an NFL player, but somehow he is worse than 7th round Teddy Bolzer. Am I understanding your logic right now?
Yes, but you're not
2 +
understanding.
2 = 3.
Yes.
Right.
So going into last year, before last year, I would have said, yes, he's better than touchdown Teddy Bolzer. But after seeing the way that he performed last year, no, the kid had trouble holding on to the football. But if he gets that fixed, he is I don't know where tight ends get drafted. 3rd, 4th round draft pick.
Kyle Pitts is getting taken 4th in this upcoming draft. So
5th. I don't know. Maybe
no, I'm talking 4th overall.
I'm talking 5th overall.
Oh, okay.
Tight end. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I answered the question.
You did poorly. I just wanted a reason to bring up Teddy Bolzer, honestly.
Me too. I love him. I saw him at sports once. I was hammered off my ass, and I said, "What's up, touchdown?"
Were you more hammered than when I was dancing on Kilroy's table?
Absolutely not. Nope.
Okay.
And I will attach that video to this podcast. I won't.
Please don't.
I won't do that.
Please don't. Second Brando Rando. Does DJ Matthews get a kick return? And since you're better with stats, who was the last player to get an IU kick return for a touchdown?
Don't even need to look it up. Actually, I might need to look it up.
Punt return, Jay-Sean Harris. So
no, and kick return is Jay-Sean Harris. I want to say if it's not Jay-Sean, it's Shane Wynn.
Ooh, Shane Wynn did get one.
I know for a fact Shane Wynn got one.
Shane Wynn got one for sure.
I think Jay-Sean got one against Ball State. Or that was a punt return. I will look that up.
Okay. Well, while you're looking that up, I got my next one. Again, a DJ Matthews question. Over under 2.5 special teams touchdowns from DJ Matthews.
Ooh.
Because I think he gets 2 punt returns. The question is, does he get a kick return?
I don't know if he's going to return kicks. It doesn't show any kick return stuff from Florida State with him. I read.
Well, we don't. I mean, Tom Allen really emphasizes special teams. We really haven't had a threat since Jay-Sean. I can't even remember who our returners were last year. That's how subpar they were. I don't know.
Didn't really return. It was either Jacoby Hewitt or Reese Taylor, and I'm not just saying that because they share the numbers. It was literally one of those two people.
Yeah.
And then returning punts was either Reese or Wop, and they didn't really do much. Reese did okay, but that was it.
Okay.
So just punt returns for Jay Shun. So it would be Shane Wynn would be the last kick return touchdown. I believe it was against Illinois, maybe his freshman year. I don't know if he returned one after that, but I remember being at a game against Illinois and he returned one for touchdown. Maybe the opening kickoff.
Got it. Last one here.
Wow.
Because we didn't really hit on statistical here yet, so I think it's a pretty good transition. Will Ty Freifogel go for 1,000 yards this year?
Oh man, you are stealing my crystal ball prediction. If Michael Penix stays healthy,
well, first of all, don't even put that out there. Don't put that juju on, or put that on me, Ray Body.
Why you can't say juju anymore? Oh wait, he came back, didn't he?
I got funny story. Since here, hold on one second.
This is good for podcasting for you to just leave in the middle of the podcast.
I hate Juju Smith-Schuster. Absolutely can't stand the dude. I literally wanted him to go to Indy so he could film stupid ass TikToks on Mass Ave. My brother-in-law, who didn't know I hated him, got me people can't see this, but a Juju bobblehead.
Yes.
A Juju bobblehead.
Still in the package.
I literally have it in under my podcast table. I hate this thing. It's the worst thing I own. If he wasn't my brother-in-law, I would have already lit it on fire. Juju stinks. I hate
Does it do the baby Corvette dance or whatever he does? What is it called? You know what it's
Corvette.
Called. Yeah. Oh man. You hate him, but you know his dance. Freaking crazy. All right, man. Let's get into the crystal ball. We're not going to do who the starters are. We've already talked about that. Statistical prediction. Since you stole my Ty Fry, will go over 1,000 yards.
Stop giving me your notes in the thing. Well, I can steal them then.
Well, here's my other one. This one's going to piss you off. Jacoby Hewitt will have a breakout year. Bam.
So mine, I think DJ Matthews is a third team all Big Ten wide receiver.
Okay. I mean, they pick a lot of wide receivers. So that we'd have 2 wide receivers in the top.
He's a better WAP, and WAP was honorable mention this year.
Yeah.
If he's a better WAP, then that would put him around the third team. So, I think again, I'm very high on DJ Matthews. I think he's exactly what Penix needs, exactly an upgrade on a previous player. I'm very high on him. One second, let me look up how many catches did WAP have last year.
A lot. While you're doing that, I'll get into
54. I'm saying 65 catches.
54.
Oh, so there's more games. I'm saying 75 catches from DJ Matthews this year.
How are we going to have 75 catches for him and Ty Fry go over 1,000 yards?
Well, because Ty Fry is only going to catch 10 passes, but he's going to have 250 yards a game.
So we'll have 10 catches for an average of 100 yards per reception. Got it. That makes sense. Okay, moving on and getting towards the end here. We've got, I don't know what you found or if you know anything more than me, but really I only found 2 high targets as far as the 2022 recruiting class goes. One of them's pretty obvious. My boy out of LN here in Indianapolis, Omar Cooper, who seems to be best buds with Donovan McCulley, a 4-star wide receiver. Again, as I said, out of Indianapolis, again, fits that profile, 6'1", 6'2", around 200 pounds. I don't know what you saw in those highlight tapes for Donovan McCulley or not, but what I saw was a wide receiver with a lot of speed against top-end high school competition in Indiana. So I'm pretty excited about this kid if we can get that to come in. And it all looks pretty good right now from what I'm seeing.
Pretty good. No, I mean, Omar Cooper looks like a complete stud. And then the other guy, Greg Gaines from Tampa Tech, which is Penix's school.
IU South.
So
And it's
I mean,
Tom Allen Jr. School, right?
he went
Or
to
is
Plant.
that not
Plant.
right? He went to
Yeah.
Plant. That's right. Plant. That's the other Tampa school.
But yeah, I mean, when you have 7 guys that are going to be on the roster next year, you can be picky with 1 or 2. If we go 1 for 2 on these 2 guys, that's phenomenal. If we go 2 for 2, I mean, the rich get richer.
Yeah.
Because these 2 guys, that's what I really like about IU's current roster is they're so deep and they've been able to keep guys out of the portal that are important. They can be really picky with really good guys and not just have to go volume on recruiting classes. We talked about it in the quarterback discussion. We talked about it in the running back discussion, and now we're talking about it now. You can really hone in on who you want and then just be all over them, which I think is exactly what Grant Hurd and probably Nick Sheridan and Tom Allen are with Omar Cooper and Greg Gaines.
Yep, I agree. I think it'll hurt to not get Omar Cooper. So I would like to put all of my eggs in that basket. But I don't think, as producer Seth is doing something, he's trying to pull a light switch or something down. I'm not sure. I'm not sure that the other in-state school that I wouldn't even say worry about, that would be a possible option for him. I mean, unless Notre Dame comes calling, I think we're really the only destination for him in-state, at least.
Sure.
Oh, man, I should have probably done a David Bell question, but
nah, he's good, man. I like him.
He's
I'm not going to talk
really
too
good.
much crap about him.
Rondale Moore is going in the first round.
Rondale.
I haven't released my mock draft for my other company, but yeah, I have
Really
Rondale
taking
going late first round, 28th pick.
Really taking a stretch on that one there. So, or I hope he doesn't stretch actually, so that way he doesn't rip anything else in his legs. So, okay, on to the position grade. I'll let you go first.
Man, I mean, I hate to be a homer here. I mean, I've given A minus. I'm going A again because I think we're gonna have 2 all Big Ten players and an All-American. Like I said, I do think there are some wide receivers on the depth chart that have to prove themselves. They need to put up or get out. And I think we need a second tight end, but I think you're talking all Big Ten team player in Hendershot, all Big Ten player in DJ Matthews and Ty Freifogel. How can you have 3 in kind of one position grouping without giving this an A minus?
Okay. So you gave it an A minus. I'm also giving.
I'm giving it a straight A. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Straight A.
I'm going to give it an A minus. So I'll start with Marshall. Again, love Miles Marshall, but we need him to be more consistent. Do I think that I kind of talked my way into that one earlier, where without having that target magnet in WAP, maybe we see some more Miles Marshall this year,
DJ
which
Matthews
would
will be that
always be a good thing. And then we also need to worry about Peyton's hands and the depth at tight end, which I think we're okay. But outside of Barner, then it starts to get a little sketchy.
Yes.
So we'll see what happens there. Maybe Gary.
We got 3 pros, bro. We got 3 pros. It's an A.
That's right. So maybe he moves back to tight end, but we'll see. So A minus. It's still an A. Technically, I would take it. My dad.
But you've given this. Well. You've went A minus, B plus, A minus.
Oh, just wait till next week. We may tap into the average section of the A through F grades.
Yeah. So do you want to preview? You want to preview what we're covering next week?
Yes. So next week will be the Hog Mollies, the offensive line.
Yeah. So I think we're previewing the offensive line.
Yes.
That's been one of our ones that we've definitely have not been looking forward to. This one went long. I think this one will probably be a third of the time next week because
maybe those are much larger gentlemen,
guards.
So you have to talk about them a little bit longer. So I did forget to do our normal intro earlier, so make sure you find Brandon and I on Twitter. You can find me at Bragley at Bragley's Braggley. You can find Brandon on Twitter at Brandon Dubich. That's Brandon spelled traditionally. Dubich, Dubich. And be
And
sure
if you have a rando question, that's one thing I wanted to
shoot it
say.
over.
Shoot it over to either at one of us or comment right on the podcast post. We would love to get your questions in.
Yep.
I'm sure you guys have a ton for the team going into the season. So
yeah, and you can
Shoot
find
those
us on Facebook and Twitter. You can find us on facebook.com/podcastleo and on Twitter at podcastleo if you want to go straight to the podcast sites. Also be sure to subscribe, download, rate, review, and then unsubscribe and then resubscribe and then undownload and download again and rate and review and do all that stuff. And we love you. And that's it. And I'll talk to you next week, Brandon. Elio.
Leo.
Elio.
Awesome day. Elio.
Thank you so much, Rick. I appreciate that. Elio.
All right, great. Elio.
Appreciate you guys. Elio.
You're welcome, Dave. Have a great day. Elio.
Have a great day. Elio.
Appreciate you being here with us. Have an awesome day. And Elio.
Oh, thank you so much. Elio.
Well, thanks so much, Elio.
Hey, thanks so much, Mike. Appreciate that. Elio. Appreciate you guys, man. Have an awesome day. Elio.
Awesome. Elio.
Elio.